Okay, I read an article last week that touched on some things that I've been wanting to talk about. And the article was talking about, well, first of all, about how 2/3 of Americans are overweight or obese. Now, that's not new information, but that's shocking to me every time I hear it. But it also talked about how almost 80% of Americans are confused when it comes to nutrition. They don't know what to do. It's not so much that they're not willing to do it, it's that they don't know what to do. And that reflects my experience working with people. I hear that all the time. People will say, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to eat. And I think that's largely, and the article reflects this, due to the fact that there's so much conflicting information out there. There are experts who are putting forth conflicting methodologies or ideologies, and a lot of these people have very impressive credentials from the medical or scientific communities. These people know what they're talking about, and when you have knowledgeable, credible people putting forth conflicting viewpoints when it comes to nutrition, it gets confusing. So that wasn't surprising to me that there's a lot of conflicting information out there and that's causing confusion as well. What I found really interesting, though, was that although the general public recognize that the people that they should be going to get the right information are dietitians, healthcare professionals, and nutrition experts, right? They should be going to the people who specialize in nutrition. I've said many, many times before that in order to be successful when it comes to exercise and nutrition, you need three things. You need to have knowledge, you need a system, and you need support. And that's what professionals provide for you. So although people recognize that they should be going to dietitians, healthcare professionals, and nutrition experts, they're not. When they have questions about nutrition or when they're confused, they go to their friends or their family. It makes sense. I understand. I go to my friends and family for a lot of things when I need advice about something. But the problem is that if 80% of the people out there are confused about nutrition, then the likelihood is that you're going to somebody who's just as confused as you are, trying to get a solution to something that neither of you have an answer for. So while I recognize that people don't know what to do when it comes to nutrition, I have always believed that people, for the most part, know what not to do. And so I thought, let's start there. Sometimes the best thing to do is stop doing something. If you're undertaking a new project or process, there's always a start doing list and there's a stop doing list. You need to start doing or start with behaviors and actions that are going to lead you to a different result, and you need to discontinue behaviors and actions that have been prohibiting you from reaching a specific result. So there's a start doing list, there's a stop doing list. So let's look at the stop doing list. And so I wanted to present 3 quick wins on the stop doing list that you can implement fairly easily and fairly quickly that will make a huge impact on your health, on your ability to lose weight, to maintain that weight loss, and basically just to be healthier. So let's take a look, and this is by no means an exhaustive list, but this is a quick, 3 quick wins that you can roll up. Number 1, stop drinking your calories. Okay, stop drinking your calories. Stop drinking soda. I don't care if it's regular soda or diet soda. Soda is diabetes in a can. And I don't want to go into all the reasons why that is. If you don't know that soda is horrific for you, I'm telling you right now, just Google it and you'll find out all the reasons why soda is horrific for you, whether it's regular or it's diet. So stop drinking soda. If you drink a ton of it, cut down significantly. If you're drinking it more than maybe a couple times a month, that's a problem. And if you're serving it to your children, that's a problem too. So stop drinking. The first thing in the stop drinking your calories list is stop drinking soda. Next, stop drinking juice, fruit juice. If you want fruit, fruit is great for you. Eat the fruit. Consume the entire fruit. Stop drinking the juice. A smoothie is different. If you're using the entire fruit in a blended drink, that's a different issue. Smoothies are great. Stop drinking fruit juice. It's not what you think it is. Stop drinking sports performance drinks like Gatorade and Powerade. You don't need it, number one. Most of us who are just recreational athletes don't need to be replenishing our electrolytes in the way that they would want us to believe that they need to. But stop drinking Gatorade and Powerade. It's basically sugar water. If you need electrolytes, just get Smart Water, which is water with electrolytes added into it. Stop drinking energy drinks, Rockstar, things of that nature. That is absolute crap. I don't really even feel like I need to explain that in detail, so just stop doing that. Stop drinking those, 700 calorie drinks that you get from Starbucks. Coffee and a splash of milk, coffee and a splash of cream, no problem. But like a double latte mochaccino, no, you need to give that up. And then lastly, let's talk about booze. And this is where people just hold on tight. I can't tell you how many times I've had people say, I'm not giving up my wine. Fine, nobody says that you have to give up your wine. However, if you're drinking more than one drink a day, you're consuming a lot of calories. And that's going to make it really, really difficult for you to lose weight, lose body fat, and keep that weight off. So if you can trim it down to no more than one drink a day, you're going to be fine. But if you drink more than that, you're going to have a hard time losing weight and maintaining that weight loss. So that's number one. Rule number one on the stop doing list is stop drinking your calories. Rule number two, stop eating processed foods. One of the interesting things from the article that I read, which I knew and I think most people know, is that the food industry has convinced us that we can get the nutrients that we need from processed foods because they add nutrients in and they fortify it and so on and so forth. That is not true. You are not going to get the nutrition that you need from processed foods. And so, and processed foods are highly caloric. I mean, they're heavily caloric and they offer very low nutrition. So cut down on your processed foods. What are processed foods? Anything that comes out of a package. So if you can increase the amount of whole foods that you eat and decrease the amount of processed foods, you're going to be doing yourself a lot of good. Most processed foods have a lot of added sugar. Sugar is terrible for us, number one. Number two is a key component to weight gain and makes it very, very difficult to lose weight if you consume a lot of sugar. So by cutting out the processed foods, you're going to reduce a lot of the extra added sugar that you're taking in. It's going to improve your health and it's going to improve your ability to lose weight. The last thing, and you're not going to like this, the third item on the stop doing list is stop eating out so much. Stop dining out so often. If you dine out more than 1 or 2 times a week, you're going to be in trouble. You're going to have a really difficult time maintaining your health, but even more, really maintaining your weight. It's really hard to eat properly when you're going out to restaurants all the time. It's easy to make bad choices. The guys in the kitchen don't really care that you want to lose weight. You can't control the ingredients and you can't control the preparation. So if you're eating out a lot, I'm not telling you you can't do it, but if you're dining out a lot, I'm just telling you you're going to have a really, really difficult time losing weight and keeping that weight off. So if you can limit the amount of dining out you do to no more than a couple times a week, special occasions, social occasions, that's going to do a lot of good for you as far as improving your health and making it more likely for you to lose weight. So that's it. My recommendation for you to make some quick wins with your nutrition is to implement a stop doing list. Stop drinking your calories. Stop taking in processed foods that have added sugar and stop dining out so much. And really, if you want to dig into it, I'm not really saying stop doing it. I'm just saying minimize it. Reduce the amount that you're doing these things, and it will have a significant impact on your health and on your ability to lose weight and maintain that weight loss. So that's my recommendation for you today. If you want to roll up some quick wins when it comes to your nutrition and your weight loss, here's your stop doing list. Stop drinking your calories. Stop taking in processed foods and foods that have added sugar, and stop dining out so much. So I hope this was helpful. And I look forward to talking to you again soon.